Okay, so picking up right where we left off, you're still going to hopefully have this westendglebe.psd Photoshop file open. If you don't, just go ahead and open it back up, because we can put blend modes behind us for now. We'll definitely revisit them, and yeah, there's loads more you'll be able to learn from them. But now we're going to start to learn some new and different and interesting tools. And this tool that we're going to learn is actually probably my favorite tool. In fact, it's definitely my favorite tool. It's called Content Aware Fill, and it is so powerful. You'll use it for so many different things, like from filling in backgrounds, or creating an object where there's not one, or hiding, I guess, an object. For example, if you've got a photo of a road and you want to hide some bollards, or you want to you took a photo and there's a photo bomber in the background and you want to get rid of a person from the background, like Content Aware Fill is useful for all these things. And trust me, it's so much quicker than Stamp or a Clone Stamp or any other way that you can try and remove and edit and add things. It's useful for so many things, and it's going to speed up your workflow so much. So jumping into westendglebe.psd, exactly where we left off, we're just going to hit Option Command C to change the background size, and we'll change the width to 5,000. And that looks good. I've then just hit V so that we can select. We're going to drag this blending one right down to the bottom. You can literally drag it, or just hit Option Command left bracket. Get in the habit of Shift Command left bracket, sorry, not Option Command, Shift Command. Get in the habit of doing Shift Command left bracket, because that's gonna be so much quicker. Like I come through and I use Command and up left and right bracket to take it up and down. It's so much faster. We're then gonna group these 3 layers, and we'll just call them Glebe for now. We'll then right click and go Convert to Smart Object, which just makes it so much easier to manipulate and use and transform this, because if you don't do that, for example, you'll see it's only grabbing that. Again, you can select over them, but it's just from trial and error, it's the quickest way is converting it to Smart Object. And also it's then preserving the original image, which we always love to do. It's the epitome of non-destructive. After we've converted that to a smart image, you can then come over here and align it to the right. Again, if that's not working, you'll be able to hit these 3 dots here, and it'll probably be called selection. You want to change that to canvas, because we're not aligning it to the selection, we're aligning it to the canvas. And then if you hit it again, that'll fix it up for sure. So now comes the fun part. Hold Shift Command N and add a new layer. We'll just call it Fill. You can call it Content Aware Fill or Fill, whatever you want. And then we'll hit M for selection, and we're just going to select this blank space here, like so. And you want to kind of overlap it a little bit or so, like that, just so that there's a bit of an overlap there. That's just because when we actually are making the fill, if it is like that, or it's like literally lined up exactly to the edge, kind of like so, you might get like a little white line or something between it. Just bringing it over about 10-15 pixels is going to make it a lot smoother. Cool. Then we can come up into Edit Content Aware Fill, and this is where the magic happens. What we're going to do is make sure we've got this button up here selected. Again, you can change the selection coming over into here. You can see how that plus that will then add to the selection. We can hit Command Z. You can hold Option or Alt, and that will detract from the selection. But for now we'll leave it as so, and we're going to grab this brush over here. We can hit Control and Option, click and drag right to make the brush size bigger. And then we're just going to paint everywhere where there's blue. Just holding Command and scrolling up to scroll over to the right. Everywhere where there's blue, or like pretty rough, it doesn't have to be exact. And then we'll just wait for a little bit while my computer loads, and awesome. How good's that? Literally, it's filled in the whole sky for us, and that took us like a minute, not even, and we were taking it really slow. If you hit Apply and then OK, hopefully my computer doesn't crash, all good. You can then see, zoom right in, and look, it literally looks like that photo was there the whole time. Look at that, amazing. I'm so thrilled. It always gets me excited, this tool. Yeah, I've just playing around, moving it around a little bit so you can kind of see that, yeah, it really has added, like, because there's lots of ways you could do this, right? Like, you could make a new gradient, or you could stuff around with the paintbrush or the clone stamp tool, but that took us like 2 seconds, which was really quick. Same thing if you need to extend the canvas up, or you need to expand it more to the left, you can go ahead and do the same thing again. But that's a very quick introduction to content-aware fill. We might do a part B. In fact, I will do a part B with a more complex use of content-aware fill. But that'll come later down the track, where we'll revisit and we'll kind of be using a few tools together at the same time. But for now, well done, and see you in the next video.